R&B.
615radio.com.
24/7.
Tap in with us, man.
What's good? It's DJ Rightful. You tuned in to Culture Forward.
If you ain't rocking with Culture Forward, you're moving back. It ain't easy, but somebody gotta do it. That's why your daddy couldn't. But don't worry, his flaws are expertise. Y'all already know what it is. Big fold.
I do it for my city.
Tap in with us, man.
Tune in to Culture Forward every Thursday, 8 p.m. 615radio thestreets.com. The Tune In app, Live 365 app, or a simple radio app.
Hey, what's shaking, man? This hard liquor shotty, man. If you ain't tapped in, tap in right now. You already know what it is. Let it rock.
Tap in with us, man.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy King the MC. Go ahead and crank it up a notch for me.
Hey, it's Kitty Close, man. We out here moving the culture forward with my dog Leo Dynamite. Tune in.
This is Culture Forward. Welcome. I got the fellas with me. Introduce yourselves, fellas. I got CMR.
DJ Rightful.
OC.
That was very interesting. CMR Promotions, DJ Rightful, and O Forward. Got you. All right, man. Basically, we're here today, man. We're going to discuss some of the business aspects. So, what we do as a group, how we kind of came together, how we all got started, things of that nature. We're going to kind of introduce ourselves and what we do, who we are. Whichever one of y'all want to kind of go first, man. It's going to be cool.
Actually, I think it would be best to go ahead and introduce yourself and what you do, because it's kind of a group thing. So you leading off.
Hey, man, why you want me to go first, man? What you think this is, man? You gonna try to man? Listen here, man. I think it's your show, man. This ain't my show.
If it was a
this
chick,
the culture show.
Hold on, if it was a chick, everybody.
This the culture show. This is not my show. This is not my show. This is not my show. I'm Leo. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. I grew up in East Nashville. I spent some of my later teenage years in Antioch. I'm a big music fan. A fan of all genres, really, but predominantly hip hop, oldies, jazz. That's what I'm listening to the most. But being from Music City, you get a little bit of everything, and just having different musical influences throughout the course of my life, just kind of led me to a certain little path, and
Stop lying, man. You listen to Starlito and Currency and Ross only.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
True Play Squeak and Trapper Mandela's in there too.
Oh yeah.
Gates. ABK Gates. Let me say that right. That's that new. I've been on that West Side Gun lately. Star after flop. They're Ross, Currency, Wale.
Oh yeah.
Listen.
That boy from DMV, man.
It's clean. It's a clean interview. I forgot to mention that.
Okay.
Clean. It's a clean radio station, man. Clean your act up. You dirty. You're disgusting. Nah, but man, really, I want to start with CMR first, because I think he's gonna be the most colorful and interesting.
He's a character.
Man, what? He's the character of the group.
Colorful like these.
But you know what though? I say this though. Really, both of y'all been coming up so much in the other interviews. Like every time, probably at least one of y'all has came up in every interview so far between the two of y'all. I'm pretty sure I can confidently say that. It might be like, if I'm not,
I'm gonna start off because I want to give my brother alley-oop, because the way we came into it was different from the way me and you came into it. He came into it from a different angle, from us observing him, and really just him on a whole nother in a genre.
Watching him like a little showgirl.
Right. Well, in 2012, we decided we was gonna help our partner that bought a club promote his club. So within doing that, we kind of fell into the promotions thing. Me and Leo did just by default. I probably did a little bit more heavily than him, but he definitely participated in it. That led to Leo doing artist management, and at the same time, I started doing the comedy shows while still promoting the club and doing concerts and after parties, smaller scale concerts and after parties. From doing the Kevin Hart, Laugh at My Pain after party with my boy BJ, doing the the Crit, one of the, I think it was the second time Crit came to Nashville. We did the after party as well, me and BJ. Then we also did the American Most Wanted tour with Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz, T.I. or whatnot. We had a relationship. One of my partners, Ja, he had a relationship with Chanel from Young Money.
She'll come up later.
And she came up, she ended up coming up here a couple times through the relationship we had. And we booked up for after party, ended up doing the real crazy. They ended up having a crazy situation with T.I. Wayne, Ted, a whole bunch of those cats. And that kind of fueled my fire to take it to another level. And I ended up with my crew to do a concert. And we did that with Starlito and Don Tripp and Biloxi. Shout out to CB and BJ and everybody else who participated in that show. I mean, in that concert. The whole time though, DJ Rifle is DJing. The whole time CMR got the BYOB battle rap. So at the same time, me and Leo grinding in our club scene promotions and doing the concerts the whole time. These guys grinding in their particular fields as well. So, and with them being my friend, CMR also my neighbor, and Rifle ended up saving the day one day at one of our shows.
Our first show.
And matter of fact, I was cutting Rifle hair before we did business. That's the crazy part. He was Kenny fam. Who was this white dude, that cool white dude that's Kenny fam? You know what I'm saying? I didn't know who the hell he was. He just cool as shit. Come up there to cool, I'm sorry. He's Kenny fam. This Kenny fam, I'm like, bro just cool.
Right.
Coming to find out, bro, DJ, we ended up doing the concert, the Zay concert. We had a showcase, had shout out to DH and all them boys, them stat boys, and DJ Coop, a whole different, Chuck Taylor, a whole bunch of cats was on that show.
Gigi Gennaro.
Yeah, we had a whole bunch of people on that show.
Diamond McCole.
And CMR, that was the one we tied in with CMR right there to have him promote the show.
Right.
And I gotta say, he actually did a good job. We made some money together.
And he helped with the lineup too, though.
Helped with the lineup. He booked artists for us. Rifle ended up being our tech guy because we did that. What's the name of the club at the time?
Club X, I think.
Club X, and they had the worst sign in the city.
At that time, I think it was a brand new Rain, I think.
Yeah, it was Rain. It was Rain. It was Rain, but they had the worst sound system in the city at that point. And Rifle came up there and fused the sound with some speakers he had and bought his mics, had extra cords, and he ended up saving the day. And at that point, I think that was when I recognized that them boys, outside of being my friends, that they needed to be involved in the business because they added a certain level of value that I thought to myself. Just they had a certain level of competence. So I brought it to the table to see if we can do some more permanent business with these guys. And look, and this 4-5 years later, and we still at the table doing business. I'll let everybody tell their particular story, but I just wanted to give a brief rundown on kind of how it came about from my perspective.
Yeah.
And that's the honest to God. These guys were great at what they did, alongside of me and Leo grinding at what we did, what we were doing, and we just kind of linked it all together.
Yeah.
MC Gusto, what you got for us?
I guess that's where I fall in. So
Catch the Hoop.
Catch the Hoop. We ain't gonna do this like the Last Dance and jump all over the timeline.
Flake Griffin.
Okay. Oh yeah, Flake Griffin. What? Alright, so I moved down here, I'll say actually it was a week after Steve McNair died, or was murdered, I'll say that, because he didn't just die like that. Anywho, so we ended up, you know what I mean, when I was down here, I really didn't know anybody. My sister was pretty much the only person I really knew when I moved down here, and you know, I eventually moved on to being the shop manager at Essence Barbershop in Antioch. Probably like after 3 weeks of working here, whatever, just on moving DVDs and CDs and this, that, and the other. And
This, that, and the other.
yeah.
Okay.
You know, shop operation.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you know, during the midst of all that, I mean, you know, it's pretty much just starting to find my way, you know what I mean, getting around the city, see what's going on, start getting out a little bit more, start meeting more people. Like OC said earlier, we were neighbors, so you know, we met early in the game of me moving here, but we never really just got on the business side of things. And I started to make my way, and I got into business with DJ LW and DJ Coop of Quality Street Music, probably say maybe 8-9 years ago now. And just learning from them and kind of putting off, you know, what I wanted to do and what I wanted to be in the industry. And they fed off my energy as well as I fed off of theirs, and you know, it developed into something beautiful. You know what I mean? Where Coop is now regarded as, you know, one of the top DJs in the South now. You know what I'm saying? And we was cramming out Lizzie's every Saturday night. So anyway, we ended up after that, I ended up linking up with golly, when did I meet you? I met you early in the game.
Yeah, because you already knew him. When he showed up,
That's
you
what
already
it
knew
was.
him.
Okay, so I think I met Rifle. I did an event once I was doing me and Quality Street Music had mutually parted ways, and you know, just different directions and things. And this was my first event.
You got fired, man.
No, man.
Folks fired you,
No,
man.
man. Shout out to my OG.
That's not the first or last time you got fired, I'm sure.
No,
Keep it real with these folks, man.
Definitely wouldn't have been
Don't
the
come
first
on the show
time.
telling these tall tales. Man.
Definitely wouldn't have been the first time. No, I was the person that was you know.
All right, we just checking. We just
Okay.
doing a little fact check. That's all. My dog in the back said he was gonna be doing some fact checking for the night. So
Okay.
He got the
The
laptop.
audience.
He got the laptop open. You know,
He gonna be doing
stat checking back there.
right,
Oh, okay.
right. Can you make sure my man was telling the truth about that? See if he got fired or whether there was a mutual separation.
We clear on that? Okay,
Got you. All right, back to the point. My boy. Go ahead.
So that developed into me doing my first event by myself, which was called the Social Network, which was a quote unquote flash party, which was basically the concept is getting a bunch of artists, models, anybody that's involved in entertainment or fashion or anything like that involved in one building. So it's just one big networking party, and a lot of pictures, videos, and everything are done.
Right.
So, you know, after that, it ended up turning into just doing more shows and this, that, and the other. And then I got involved with the battle rap and started a league. And that was after Beat Knocking.
It made us watch 1,000 battle rap videos a week.
He made me a fan. Now I actually watch, and now I'm a fan. He force fed me them battles.
I am the opposite at this point.
He made me
I am a
disgusted
critic.
with battle rap.
What?
Only reason I can digest
critic.
battle rap and appreciate it is because of bars. Other than that, I don't want to see no battle rap.
Yeah, man.
And that's not no knock on nobody.
It was something that had to, you know, the culture wasn't built up in the city whatsoever, man.
Fair.
And you know, that's definitely a credit to bars. You know, opening the door to.
Gotta get bars on the show.
To you too. To you and bars.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
You gotta have somebody behind the scenes kind of guide the culture a little bit. Then you also gotta have.
Pop it.
Not saying you his coach, but you gotta have somebody that's on the administrative side of
I will
things.
say this though, because Bar's name was strong before the league was created, because he had a battle with somebody from Kentucky, Uncle Hayes. That was.
Bars' name was strong before battle rap anyway.
Yeah,
I knew Bars as a rapper before, but when I first came back to the city, I heard him as a rapper before I even heard bruh as a battle rapper.
Yeah.
Before he realized battle rap was a real thing.
Especially here.
Especially here, yeah, that like was a real thing here.
Yeah, because at that point,
you know that battle rap is a real thing.
That's a testament too. Boy.
At that point, like battle rap in the city was consisted of we battle doing something. You know what I mean? Like, and it wasn't the same platform as it is today. So it was a whole different game. So it basically moved from beat knocking radio. We won an STA award, and that changed the dynamic of everything. That they allowed me to go ahead and do a rap battle. But then an issue occurred over there where I wasn't able to go ahead and put the battles out the way that they needed to be put out. So I had to go ahead and create the whole league and just go off on my own. And then as all of this is going on, everybody that's on this episode right now, we all friends, so we still, we might come to each other's shows, or we run into each other at different spots and this, that, and the other. So it just made like OC said earlier, it made a lot of sense. And then that call for that Zayland, kicked everything off to put everybody on the same page. And
right. That was the first.
Ever since then,
collaborative. Yeah.
Everything been on the up and up. And bro helped me bring Chanel down here for my birthday. That was 5 years ago. You know what I mean? My birthday next week is 5 years ago next week.
Man, that's been longer than that. I said 4 or 5 years. I mean, it's been really about 6.
Right.
We was before that.
2015. That's crazy. And,
because it's 20.
The Zayland show was 2014, correct? Or was it the end of 13? Beginning of 14?
Beginning of 14.
Beginning of 14. I know it was cold, whatever it was. It was cold at that point in time.
It was January. I know when it was.
Okay,
it was January 30th, maybe 31st. It was 30th
so
or
that would have
31st.
been 14 then.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Then we did that Carl Thomas with Melvin. I remember I did Carl Thomas with Melvin in 2016, and that's when my first major.
That was February. That was my birthday. That was the day of my birthday.
Then we did Starlito. That was rap.
Yeah, shout out to Elijah Name. She hosted that.
So it did hosted the hell out of it too.
Yeah. So I guess you know.
Yeah.
Nah, but so I get into my story then. I'm DJ Rightful, 5'5", 180 pounds, checking in.
Enjoy long walks on the beach.
Stats out there for the ladies. Yeah,
occasional dates at Starbucks.
Beard 10 inches long.
And growing.
And growing. Hello.
Nah, yeah.
My beard's 10 inches from the ground.
Nah, man. So how I got here? I'm originally from East 10. Came here after I did some time in the military. I refer to it as
time in prison.
I refer to it as time because it is like prison.
Okay.
You gonna do your time either way, and you gonna flatten it out.
Okay.
You can't get out of it. You do your time, you gonna flatten it out.
Yeah.
So you just get a little bit more freedom. Got a little bit more risk too. So a little trade off right there. But nah, so after I had done
pay better than prison, I'm sure.
Slightly. Nah, after I got out of the military, I came to Nashville. I kind of knew I wanted to be here. I wanted to do this music thing, so I came here for college. I had my partner Jarvis, who in the back doing the stat checking right now. He had linked me up with some people down here already. He from down here. So I came down here, kind of just started cooking, started meeting some people. I met CMR probably about 2012. right, CMR?
Yeah.
About 2012. When he first started doing the events, I think it was his first battle that he was doing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
'Cause I came out-
Porter.
Nah, hold on, we did one before that at the barbershop over there.
Oh yeah,
inside the
Bars
barber.
vs. Sky.
Bars
Yeah.
vs. Sky. So, yeah,
I remember
It's a
that.
classic. That's a classic.
That's a classic.
it was a classic.
That was a classic.
That was a battle for battle rap, like in reference to the Nashville battle rap scene. The CMR helped kind of mold here as far as the scene goes. Yes, Bars brought some attention and gave him a platform to build a scene, but that battle right there really helped take off the battle rap scene here in Nashville.
Yeah.
Like from that point on,
That quality of that battle was one of the best battles that we've ever tried. It's still to this day. Still to this day, that's one of the best battles the city's
crazy.
seen.
And they in between pool tables, a pool table, and it's still.
oh yeah, it was crammed, like it was packed in there too.
That's
Like
crazy.
I mean, it was wall to wall in there. But then yeah, we had done the other one at 12th and Porter. That was a cooperation with Concrete.
I remember that. That was after
was
the
when
10th
you
anniversary.
That's when you
that was before.
that was before the 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
So this is when you had first linked up with Concrete, and you know, I'm assuming it was Capo that kind of gave you the wheels to put an event on.
And especially at 12th and Porter at that time.
Oh yeah, because at 12, this is before 12th and Porter had shut down. So this is 12th and Porter still booming.
Doing hip hop shows.
Yeah,
like
they wasn't
that.
doing a whole lot of hip hop shows. If they were, it was like some mainstream, you know, somebody on a national tour that just so happens to fit that bill.
Yeah, right.
So that's when I had met CMR. The first time, like I had been knowing O or whatever from the barbershop for a little while, but the first time we had linked and done anything, like he was saying, was at that Zayland show. It, you know, from there on, like we just kind of been working, meshing, doing our things, and kind of, you know, we've been rocking ever since. You know, getting stronger and stronger every year,
Every year.
every month.
Like Captain Planet. When our powers combine,
For real.
we done some dope stuff too, man. Like some real dope stuff. Like we've done some stuff,
Man, talk about the comedy a little bit though, because that kind of really came previous, really. Like that kind of was going really before the music really took, like really
right.
took
We
off.
went from club promotion to.
You skipped the whole like.
Yeah, because when
Nah, I was finna. Nah, that's what I was gonna say. It went from. I'm gotta tell the story why I chose comedy, because I really love going to Zanies with my wife, right? Like, that was my thing. She was my old lady at the time, just my girlfriend. But we used to love going to Zanies, man. Love going to Zanies. It was an art form I always appreciated. And after being at that club all night, every night, and getting old, I said, man, I gotta find me something else. And shout out to Legacy, DJ Legacy. We were just chopping, cause we always have a meeting of the mind. I respect him
Shout out to
so
Legs.
much.
Shout out to DJ Legacy.
We
I'm about to get Legs on here.
yeah, you had to get Legs on here. But
Listen.
me and Legs kind of had a heart to heart. We was kind of like, Legs, I'm tired of waking up, being up 4, 5 in the morning.
We leaving the club 3, 4,
Yeah,
5.
having to get up and still had life and stuff to kind of beat out. She's like, what you like doing? I'm like, well, why don't you try to promote some comedy then? I'll help you. So my first couple shows, she linked me up. She introduced me to Renard Hirsch. He one of the OGs of the comedy scene around Nashville. And he helped me put a lineup together. I told him he helped me contact a headliner, Sir Walt from Birmingham. And the rest was history. Like, I kind of went full-fledged with the comedy and still loving the music. And that's eventually we did the card timers after we did the club promotions and all that. We went full-fledged with the comedy. We started doing concerts. So comedy been my baby the whole time. I never stopped doing it. We've done shows everywhere, from Zanies to Woolworth to Basement East and Dick Gregory to talking about to every venue. Shout out to Pope, my folks from Jackson, Carpet Diem Management. They alley-oop that Dick Gregory play. We collaborated on it. That was a dope situation for the city.
Man, what?
Something for the
That
culture
was
of
big,
Nashville.
man. That was
We
big.
sold out Basement East too.
Yeah, Dick Gregory. That's crazy.
And then Dick Gregory passed away, maybe.
Yeah, that was like his 4th show before he
3 months
passed away.
later?
Yeah, he did like 3 shows after that show before he died. So that was the 4th show that he did before he passed. I looked at his schedule. I'm like, damn, we were lucky. And right after that, we did the Hot Chicken Festival with Starlito
Yeah.
at Basement East as well. And sold that out.
Tour.
That's probably my favorite.
We sold that out. We had different genres, artists from rock and roll to neo soul to R&B to pop
Country.
to country music to traditional hip hop to rap, gangster rap. We went all across the board that day, and we went from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. and we had it sold out. It was capacity 80% of the day.
Had the little setup outside with the food truck.
Come on, man.
It was, man.
I was outside DJing for the outside people
On the 4th of
Yeah.
July.
on the 4th of July. It was hot out there too, I promise y'all.
Hot chicken.
We ended up doing some dates on the Step Brothers 3.
Karate Garage.
Karate in the Garage tour. We ended up doing like 6 dates on that tour. Starlito and Don Tripp, Scotty ATL and Red Dot. Headlining Starlito and Don Tripp. They did 52 cities, I think, on that day, on that stop. From the East Coast down south, North, Midwest to the West Coast. And we did 6 of those down south dates.
See, I can't let you forget about one that kind of really pushed it to another level too. Is that Crest Live show with Star and Tripp.
That's what you're talking about, the
Oh,
Biloxi show.
yeah. We did 700 people, 750 people in that capacity.
That was before all this. So
And see, that's crazy because, like, we were on the road literally leaving South by Southwest. We left South by Southwest like a day or two early going straight to Biloxi. So it was like we basically had a tour.
And did too.
Like, right. We had a tour of our own, really. We had our own show at South by Southwest. We put together the Leaning on Blue Dream show.
That was dope.
We had, man,
Over that.
man, who was some of the headliners with on that show, Rifle?
Man, so Rollo was supposed to be there. He didn't end up somehow with the flight or something like that. He didn't end up showing up. We had Rest in Peace Young Greatness.
Young Greatness. Then you had your boy Arsenal, battle rap legend.
Arsenal.
He top 5 all time battle rap. He OG legend in the battle rap game.
Arsenal was a game time decision replacement for Rollo.
Right.
Cause I just seen him on the strip that day and I said, "Hey man, you want to do this show tonight?" He said, "Yeah, just give me a time." I said, "All right, cool, midnight." I didn't even have a clue what the schedule was or nothing. I just threw a time
That
out
was a
there.
good boy. That was a good move, boy. That was a boss move.
I ain't asked no questions. I didn't have a clue who he was until months later when I'm talking to CMR. But to make all this make sense though, going back to CMR, I didn't have a clue who the dude was even till like it took months later. I'm talking about South by Southwest with CMR. Showing him some of the footage.
That's why I didn't know y'all would play some ahead because he went on the fly until I seen the footage.
We
I'm
ended up
like,
getting.
what? Y'all at Arsenal?
Right.
Because I know from seeing Mark sitting on that porch and him showing me. That's right around that Calico battle.
And that's what I was like, man.
That's right
hold
around
on.
there. He had the best battle that year
And
with Calico.
CMR was like, man, do you know who that is? I was like, nah, I really don't got a clue who that is, to be honest with you, bro. He was like, man, bro, you got to go check him out, bro. He one of the biggest ever.
Millions of views.
I'm like, man, I don't know who this dude is.
And he's one of the few battles.
But I know that he had some of the best pictures, like, from the show. Like, he had some of the best pictures. And he had one of the best performances.
This is where I was going with that. He's one of the, as far as battle rappers, he's one of the best battle rappers as far as it goes to actually translating that to songs. Like an actual making music. And making good music.
There's a couple more that I got to say where we on that one. One is A-Verb and the other one is Sue Surf. A lot of them cats don't make the transition, but them guys have had, so they got a nice following outside the battle rap arena with their music, where they can make good music. And that's one of the criticism I have too.
Oh yeah, and I will say for as far as Nashville, Bars does make good music.
Bars make good music.
Bars, we need some music. If you're listening to this, we do need some music.
And we're gonna get Bars on the show.
and bars and killed our ciphers and everything. That boy, that can rap.
We gotta bring back the loud and clear cipher.
I'm really gonna drop an exclusive because he's supposed to be dropping.
We gotta
project in 7 days.
We gotta bring back that.
Chaser.
Oh yeah, I seen that. We gotta bring back that cipher though. We got that Lost Files footage. We gonna get it. Don't worry. We gonna release that for sure. But we gotta.
I gotta get back on it though while we talking about what some of our resumes and how we did and what we've done together. We also did, cause a lot of people don't know what happened and what we've done, cause we ain't one of the groups that care about being popular and caring about people knowing.
He ain't even finished the South by Southwest roster.
Oh yeah.
We got sidetracked. Put a pin in that.
Thank you.
Put a pin in that. Finish that roster. Costa Nostra Kid.
We had
shout out to YDD Approved.
Shop House.
Shop House, Smiley Face. That YDD Approved going crazy right now. With the strands, you hear me?
We had DeMar Jackson.
Man, listen.
And he wrote that. He was a writer on K Camp's Comfortable record. And
DeMar Jackson put on one of the best performances the whole night, man.
So like that. I don't remember if we had anybody. Oh, Akon came through. Does that count? He came through with Young Greatness. Akon came through with it.
Even him being in the building.
Right. And I didn't have a clue. Colonel Loud, man, he came in there and performed at California. Listen. By that point, we were in California. You listen to what I'm telling you. Man, I'm talking about that, man. That was a surreal moment. Especially that song being what it was at that time.
And
like, you couldn't get in a car, turn on the radio station nowhere, in no city across the country and not hear that. California, like that song with that was going crazy. That Dolph and that Rico Barrino, that was going crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, that pretty much kind of sums up that lineup right there as far as major headliners. We had home team people on the lineup as well. And man, it was just a great show because of the stuff we had, and then like Leo said, we hit straight on the road. We had some issues. I didn't get no sleep. I didn't take a shower for like 3 days. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all because I went straight from trying to bail somebody out in Austin, Texas, to hitting the road to go to Biloxi to do this show. And then once we got to Biloxi, other things hit the fan when we got there. So shout out to our partner Nanny for causing some chaos.
Man, listen.
You know what you did, Nanny?
Bro, I didn't even have to say nothing. I just turned around and looked. He instantly started laughing and ran up on me. Man, bro, no. Man, you done spoiled, man. You basically done compromised the whole night at this point. Like, I'm already knowing because these folks been, since we left, like, the whole time in Texas, they already going crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, by the time we get to Mississippi, man, these folks on 10, you know what I'm saying? So, it was like he was that starter as usual. That was crazy. And then literally we had a hangover night from that point on, messing with Nanny. The after party was cool. The show went great. The after party went great.
We had a hangover night, but it was me and Leo were keeping everything kind of together on this hangover night. We kept ourselves at least pretty sober to keep things together. Like
y'all had to.
Oh, we had to.
Or else.
Most definitely. But yeah, from there, man, at Crest Live, what was you getting into? Oh,
Nah, I fast forward to the 2 years after that. After all the stuff we already mentioned, the other concerts and everything, the hot chicken and everything, led to the Scott ATL tour.
Oh yeah, the Scotty tour.
What was the name of it? The Cool
Club and Friends or something like that.
Club tour.
Yeah.
That was Scott ATL, J. Rain,
Kissy
Lee. They actually we stopped at different. We did what 7 cities with them too.
I think we did
like 7 or 8. Yeah.
Let's see, Charlotte,
Birmingham, Montgomery, Nashville, Atlanta, Jackson, Mississippi,
and Huntsville.
Huntsville, yeah.
Did 7 shows and maybe like 11 days or something.
It was
Nah,
like
it was
spread.
it was
out.
it was
That's
two
why it
ones
spread.
because it was at Christmas break.
Yeah,
It was running two.
We had to go.
So we had like 4, and then when we came back, we did 5 on the front end and did 2 on the back end, I believe. So we had like 5 in like 7 days, and then we did the last 2 as soon as as soon as we got
and we
done with
facilitated that tour like that was our tour, cause it didn't. We put that tour together with them. We didn't attach any dates with that one. We kind of came up with that one together. So shout out to Scotty for the opportunity.
Right. And that came off the play from the Karate Garage tour, because Scotty opened.
Scotty was an opening
on that tour, so that's how that came about. So shout out to Lido for, you know what I mean? That was one of them situations. Like it was just a cool situation. Like that was a real cool time. Like that 17, 18, like that late 17 going into 18, like that was just a real cool period. Like we had a lot of like major things going on at that time. Like that was like kind of when we like really started, I think, like to hit that real stride, like kind of, you know what I mean, just that separation. Like we starting to hit that stride and really like take it to another level. So I think that was kind of cool.
That was cool. And it also led to being able to collab, because all those were shows we either did ourselves or did with the artists. Like we didn't even really partner up with other promoters or anything like that. It was either in-house, like a close friend of ours that also does this, us by ourselves, or we partner up directly with the artists due to the relationship we had with them. So the first time doing those opportunities led to one of probably my favorite out of everything we've done so far outside of the Dick Gregory. That don't count, because that's actually literally was once in a lifetime. That was culture changing. Outside of the Dick Gregory, my proudest moment was it was the Bun B and Starlito.
Yeah, that was big.
We did a 3-city run with Concrete and Bo. And Ford Entertainment, Concrete and Bo.
Right.
And Bo is a heavyweight. He's a heavyweight promoter. He does a lot of the heavyweight shows. He does major lifting. Everybody know Concrete and Capo. They got a great reputation around the city. They do good business. Around the region. And Bo does work around the country. He promotes shows around the country for every genre, from rap to rock and roll to contemporary to whatever. If they're popular and they make sense, he's booking them. So for him to partner with somebody that does what we do but on a higher level, and to see he saw our competence due to the relationship we had with Capo, because Capo operates on a certain level of competence. Then to do it with a legend like Bun B and do it with a friend and a frequent business partner in Starlito to trust us, you know, cause Star had, you know, he do his own shows too, you know, a lot of times. So bruh's a business-minded guy too, so for them to trust us with the business and promote and let us promote the show, or especially a run with Bun B and Starlito, it was just a dope opportunity. Like, it was just dope. We did good on the business. It was a dope look. It was a good experience, and we got to move around and make further connections that we further with our own artists as well.
Right.
And that gets to the next chapter of what we evolved to. Is also outside of still doing comedy shows and concerts and philanthropy, we also manage artists.
Yeah, and eventually we got to where they trusted me to DJ and not just be the sound guy.
Yeah. But see, that wasn't knowledge to me at first. That was only later. I didn't know that at first.
Yeah, I kind of knew that from the battle, from the Bars and Sky battle.
I was more interested in the engineer to start with, because I was like, man, somebody who does like engineering, mixing and mastering, like this is clutch. Like this is exactly what we need.
Yeah.
Like that was like a key piece to me. Like my mind is already forward thinking. Like, man, if we're gonna have any type of artist, like naturally we gotta have a go-to engineer. Like that's just natural, and a go-to studio. So once I found out it was a studio involved, oh man, listen, it's over with.
Well, see, I ain't gonna lie. See, me doing the show and doing promotion, I see so much value in the sound guy that it's not just he's a sound guy to me. He's everything at that point. So I know the value. Rifle just don't like doing it, and I understand that. But his value, like if you're at the Bridgestone Arena, the sound guy is the most important person in the building, outside the artist. You know what I mean? Like his value to the situation, like it don't go smooth without a competent sound man. So I want to shout out to Rifle for that because boy, I'm telling you, you the reason they go right, brother. So I appreciate that. But hell yeah, you a great DJ too though. So to have you do both, why not work you twice, huh?
Huh? But hold on real quick. I want to take a quick break. I've been kind of watching that Last Dance and whatnot. So we're going to play this game called Dream Team first. So the premise behind this game basically is you're a record executive. You putting together one single. You have an unlimited budget. One single, unlimited budget. You picking one rapper, one singer, and one producer to make this single. Unlimited budget. Who y'all dream team? Anybody can go first. Who the big dog? Who wanna jump in that fire first?
Me.
Let me hear your dream team.
Any artist, any producer.
Let me hear your dream team.
Any artist, any producer, any vocalist. Dead or alive?
I mean, technically.
Hypothetically, dead or alive, or just alive?
If you could get access to some vocals, I guess technically. If you if you can make the record, make it. If you can make the record
Michael
happen.
Jackson sample clear, that's on me.
You can make the record happen.
Alright, so
you can make the record happen. You the executive, you got an unlimited budget.
I'm going for quality and the bankroll. See, it's a difference because I can just put something together that's gonna make me some money.
It's your single.
Real fast, or I won't make me history.
I'm not judging the criteria. This your single.
I'm telling you my criteria.
Got you.
I want the both.
Say
less. You can do both.
Say
you
less.
Can have just the best.
You can do whatever you want to do.
Magic. We can put Mariah Carey with Michael Jackson and have this in Tupac, and we can just do that and just try to make a whole lot of money, but do it mesh. Right. So I'm gonna go with somebody. I'm gonna go with Triple Play Squeak off the flap. That's off the flap, cause that's just who I'm gonna put my money on lyrically against anybody.
Listen,
I'm gonna go Triple Play Squeak.
You know how I'm coming.
I'm going with Jesus Christ, a.k.a. Kanye West.
As a producer, correct?
As a producer.
Okay.
As a producer.
Kanye producer.
Squeak is the rapper. Kanye is the producer.
Alright.
And the vocalist is gonna be probably a Whitney.
Ooh.
A Whitney sample. Cause I can't bring her from the dead, but I just searched through something. If they just open up the library, I got endless bankroll, endless budget. I'm gonna tell them to open up the library. I'm just gonna pick what I want.
And Kanye gonna sample it, I guess.
And Kanye go sample it.
And he just goes on shit.
And Squeak go rap.
Whatever it take to clear, the check is good.
And Squeak go rap. And we just go and do history, make money, and have quality.
I like where this going already.
I think Rifle going next. I'm throwing him in the fire. He a DJ.
I like where he's going already.
He an industry guy.
He gonna go straight for club hits. It's over with.
I'm gonna actually go for an international hit.
He won't club
hits. Let me know he going with Riri.
He won't club hits, man.
I want Timbaland.
Who your dream team?
Timbaland's gonna produce this track.
Go talk.
Rihanna is gonna do these singing vocals.
Got you.
I like that.
I gotta have that.
I like both of them though. They go well together.
And I have to go international there. So now I gotta have some stardom here in the US.
Talk to me.
And I'm gonna go ahead and let Wayne revive his career on this track because I know he can do it justice.
Okay.
Yeah, and you gonna make a lot of money too. You gonna make history and money too.
Wayne, Rihanna on the Hoobie.
Timbo.
That's the dream team. You up next, buddy boy. Let's go.
I'm gonna have to say
battle rappers excluded.
Oh, yeah.
He feel like that's what he want to spend his bankroll on, and he want to take a chance on him. That's
I
his
just had to throw a
business.
good little throat jab in there.
Oh, man.
Speaking of which, go ahead.
I'ma have to say, for my vocalist, it had to be Michael Jackson.
That's heavy.
Alright.
You know what I'm saying? It's going
Alright.
to be MJ as my vocalist.
I got you.
On the beat. Whew.
What you got, buddy?
Oh man, I'm split between the two.
Well, we need you to be
You like
split.
Swiss.
Nah, I'm split between Teddy Riley and Kanye, but you already said Kanye. So
That don't matter.
This your dream team, buddy.
I mean, I'm just trying to, switch it up. But that's what
I got you.
So we're gonna do MJ, Kanye, and then a rapper.
What's your dream team, buddy? Let's go.
I'm gonna have to spin that bankroll.
You on the clock.
I'm gonna have to spin that bankroll on Pop.
I'm sure there's a couple of verses still in the archives too.
Facts.
Yeah, that you ain't got
It's
access,
probably about
yeah.
time for an album.
Pac's do another album.
That's
so.
what I'm saying. It's probably
Oh
about
yeah,
time
it's
for an album.
yours too, man. You forward, so you gotta participate in question today. So
Huh?
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta come up with your dream team.
Yeah,
Huh?
game player.
Huh?
You like Bill Russell, you the coach and the player today.
Huh? Man, y'all put me on the spot. I was definitely
Yeah.
not prepared for that.
We weren't either.
That's the whole point, I guess, huh? The dream team. I'ma just run something off real quick. I'ma do something that I would just love to hear me personally. I don't even care about what anybody wants personally. This is an executive. I can spend money, do what I want to do. I don't care what anybody wants to hear. I'm a fan first of music. That's how I got started. I'm a fan
You
first.
can be executive.
Who cares? I'ma blow my job. That's why I gotta create situations, opportunities where I can't get fired. That's why I'm hiring myself on situations like this where I can no longer get fired. Cause I just want to do what I want to do. I just come to the conclusion that I just gotta hire myself and just hang around guys like you, where I just can't be fired because I'ma just do moves like this. And this is what it is, man. I'ma get off the flop. I'ma have my rappers gonna be Starlito. Everybody knows that. That's no secret. Come on now. Now this is where I'm split. My singers, man, this is where I'm split. But I feel like I could just flip a coin or just the day of the week would make the decision. But I gotta mention both, and I still just choose. It's gonna be between Sade and Anita Baker. It's gonna be between one of them. You feel what I'm saying? Like one of them two singers. I'm gonna flip a coin, and whichever one they come with, I'm gonna be cool
Whoever
with
got
that.
the studio time open that day.
Whoever's available right then, whoever responds first, whichever. Cause I'm talking about that's a decision that I don't know how to make that. Right? You feel what I'm saying? Producers, man, I'm gonna go Justice League, man. You feel what I'm saying? I want Star, Justice League, and either Sade or Anita Baker, whoever responds first. That's my dream team. Boom.
You ain't got the producer.
Justice League.
Oh, you said Justice League.
Boom.
Yeah, okay. I like Justice League too. They
Boom.
gonna melt that thing too.
Boom. That's my dream team.
You
Justice
You
League.
gonna make some money. You
Star.
break even.
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna
break
do.
even.
I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Cause you got to pay for that Anita boy.
Either way, the Sade or the Anita, and I'm gonna pay my dog too. I'm gonna pay my dog good. I got to
Oh
pay
yeah,
Star.
we gonna bust him in on the back end.
I got to pay my dog good. He done, you know what I mean? He make sure we good when we do business. So make sure my dog good. That's fair. That's fair?
It's fair.
All right, cool. That's the end of that then. We're gonna go ahead and get to another one real quick. This gonna be fun with CMR. And really, this is why I just want us to have some fun. This is kind of one of them things where I know what dude is on. I want to play under and over. I'm gonna say a word, topic, phrase, subject, or whatever, and I want y'all to tell me whether it's underrated or overrated. Simple enough?
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
Simple enough? All right. So, let's start with, boom, we're gonna go right into it. OnlyFans, the fans only, whichever one you want to call it. I don't know. Is it underrated or overrated? What's going on?
I think it's underrated.
Highly underrated.
Cause it let folks be entrepreneurs.
Hey, they
Regardless
get
what
to
you
that
agree
bag,
with,
buddy. You hear me?
They put
Buddy.
their power in their own hands. Anything that's empowering
Running that
everybody
little
to make
digital
their
checkup,
money.
buddy.
Digital pimping.
Digital real estate.
Digital pimping at its finest, right there.
That too.
Yeah,
Underrated, overrated.
I have to agree.
Got you. Goodness.
I think the talk about it might be, like it's.
And it's protected, it's secured, they running your ID, it's secured better than in the third party type sites where adults can be adults. I'm a fan of adults being adults and they doing what they want to do, how they want to do it.
Say less.
And they making money and they doing what they supposed, it's cool, it's alright.
No name
Whoa. Moving on.
Yeah,
Next
let's
subject.
switch this back.
Next subject. Quick. Stimulus checks. Underrated or overrated?
Underrated. Send me that second round.
Under everybody. All right, well, if that's the case, we're going to move into this real quick. The Trump term. Underrated or overrated?
Underrated on how bad it is. People say it's real bad, but it's like the worst ever.
So he's saying underrated on how bad it is. So I would say I'm gonna go the opposite here and say overrated, but on how good it is, because some people think this is the greatest term ever, and that is overrated.
And I'm somewhere in the middle because I was gonna say the same thing they was.
Either way.
I had the first answer. I had his answer. And I was like, damn.
All right. So how about everybody, we've been on quarantine. How about the live shows, the live verses, the live concerts?
I think that's underrated.
Underrated, overrated?
I think it's underrated. I think people ain't really valuing. I mean, everybody likes to go out to like a concert. You know what I mean? It's the whole feel, the roar of the crowd, the whole, festive thing. You go out, go get an outfit, go get fresh. You spend, all that. It's cool. But it's something about an intimate show where somebody can probably give you more of them as an artist, which is ultimately what you want in that setting, where the artist can be comfortable in doing what they do.
And he went from that angle. I like it. I said underrated because I think it's educational more than anything. So from that, he got a different respect I didn't even necessarily think about. But from my respect, I think it's underrated because it educates people. A lot of people don't know who had what hit and how many of them they had. They don't never hear them at the same time. So
or even know who some of these people are.
Right.
Let's be
So
honest. Especially now, the people that's consuming the media.
I'm anxious to hear what Rifle say.
So it's underrated. And mine's a little bit different, kind of like what Leo was starting to get at. They're like, some of these people don't even know who some of these artists are.
Right.
So for me, it's underrated because I'm getting to see a whole lot of things that either was at the beginning of my era, in the middle of my era, like all this other stuff, or even some guys that was before. They're trying to do some of those things, and like doing some of these verses with people in certain areas and from other regions. And now you're combining regions together, and these people are listening to music from a time when music was regional for the most part.
Right.
And these people grew up with music regional, and now they're forced to sit at the house with this technology. And they might be like,
that's Corona, that's medicine.
Oh, that's medicine.
Okay.
Reticent. So I think it's underrated because of that. Like people get exposed to other regions, and I'll put out a very good example. The first one that we really tuned into was the Scott Storch and Manny Fresh.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my dog, man, DJ Manny Fresh.
So a lot of people, from New York weren't hip to and weren't up on game on what was going on in the South.
Right.
Scott Storch did have a lot more national type of hits, so people in the South were naturally more exposed. But people up north, for the longest, that's all they listened to and consumed. Like up north is all they consumed was up north music, very regional music, and like it put up north like up on a lot of stuff from the South. Just in that one, that's an example, but all this stuff is kind of in the same boat.
Okay, I got you. All right, well, I'm interested to move on there. I want to know what y'all think about major record labels and, major record labels. Yeah, underrated, overrated, overrated.
I think they rated evenly. Cause I think they, for certain situations, and some people they ain't for that situation. Some people need it, some people don't. So I think they properly rated.
I think they are underrated because of the bad rep they get.
Gotcha.
Because they get a rep of really taking people's money and putting people in bad deals and whatnot. They're underrated because those people often, 9 times out of 10, need that record label to get going. They couldn't do it without it. So them record labels, these major record labels signing people.
Well, simply didn't. Shit, well, maybe you could, but you didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, so it gives people opportunities, man. That's underrated. Like having that money and that backing is very underrated if you have the correct work ethic and know-how on how to hustle it up and get it and find your way through a contract.
Fair. My boy.
I think the worst of them, I think it's overrated. Especially in today's day, I think the game has changed so much. There's literally classes. It used to be, back in the day, folks had to go to school to learn about the music industry. But now you can literally either stumble upon some stuff or you can take classes or take courses. You don't even have to go spend 4 years at a university in some cases. So I think it's evolved enough to where
either way you gotta put in them 10,000 hours.
That's fair.
Either way, however you come up on that, it's up to you.
Yeah, however you wanna, So I think it's a big difference in the money, like the tuition and everything, like paying, going to school, this, that, and the other. As opposed to being able to educate yourself and take the certain courses that you need to go ahead, get your hours, get in, boom, and then you're good. You know what I'm saying? Or find whatever kind of role that you want in that record label. Like, are you an A&R? Are you on the promo team? Are you on the street team? Like, what's your role within the business? You know what I'm saying? I think it ultimately depends on the overall answer.
Yeah, I like that too.
Okay. All right. Shout out. Go ahead. Go run through the pages.
Yeah, definitely.
Follow 200 Man Stand.
Follow 200 Man Stand.
Right.
Follow Forward NT on Facebook and Instagram. 200 Man Stand. 200 Man Stand on Facebook and Instagram. Follow Wisecracks Comedy Series on Facebook and Instagram.
Wisecracks_comedy.
All right, man, that's it. I appreciate my guys coming on, rocking with me, man. This Leo. This been Culture Forward, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in.